Hello everybody, and then we're back, and today I want to do something a little different and talk about the latest game of live adaptation that just hit theaters, and that's none other than Iron Lung. This movie is directed, written, and starring Markiplier. Now, if you don't know who Markiplier is a YouTuber who's made a name for himself in this platform. Playthroughs, podcasts, and his amazing Choose a Path series like A Heist with Markiplier or Space with Markiplier. Now, Iron Lung, the movie, is a passion project that Markiplier had started production back in April 2023 and is based on the indie game Iron Lung made by David Skimansky. Sorry if I butchered that. Now, do I think this film is a good film? And I would say I was very happy how this movie turned out, and I'm sure Markiplier was proud of what he could do, explaining the lore from the game into a big screen. Just a briefer of the lore is all the stars and planets in the whole galaxy just disappeared along with any living humans on those planets, leaving spaceships and people in those spaceships behind. And they called it the Quiet Rapture, which I think is a unique name to call it. But along the Quiet Rapture was planets of red blood oceans started appearing, and as humanity is in the brink of extinction, they get desperate and they send a con man down to explore the blood ocean to see what could they find, and if the con man did what they asked, they would give him his freedom. um, I'll I'll leave it at that so I don't spoil anything, but I think it's not hard to understand the main plot of the movie. My two only real complaints about this movie is that in the submarine, Simon has a radio that he's able to communicate back with the space station, and for a lot of the scenes, we've had a really hard time picking up what they were saying on the radio. Now, my other complaint about the movie is we're in the submarine for most of the movie, so we're just watching Simon the convict just explore the blood ocean, being quiet, which is to be expected when you're alone submerged under a blood ocean, but those are just my two nitpicks. There's a lot in this movie that I do like, but I can't talk without spoiling. But a scene in the trailer where Simon rises from a pool of blood and covered in blood, that I had a feeling when I saw it, when I see it in the full release, it was gonna be a good scene, which it was. If only I can tell you what it is, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Um, but if you really like the game, I think this movie did a good job. This movie also broke the world record of using the most fake blood. They used 80,000 gallons of fake blood, which the last record was Evil Dead, I think, with 50,000 gallons of fake blood. But other than that, I just think this movie was really good. I just left the movie kind of confused, like the first time I watched Hereditary, which being confused isn't a bad thing to me. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today, and congratulate Markiplier for getting an opportunity to make a movie and being shown on the big screen in so many locations. So um, I just want to commend to that and give Markiplier his flowers. So yeah, other than that, I think I think Iron Lung did a good job. So yeah.